Welcome to my channel. Today, we're exploring Stellar Defiance, a sci-fi journey where humanity stands strong and defies the odds across the galaxy. Dive into epic starship battles, powerful tech, and the resilience that makes us unstoppable in a universe full of challenges. If you're ready for a thrill-packed adventure in deep space, hit subscribe, and let's get started. Humanity's ascent into space was nothing short of extraordinary. For centuries, humanity had been reaching for the stars, driven by the innate curiosity that had fueled their exploration of Earth's vast and varied terrains. They had discovered a universe full of wonder, danger, and mystery, a universe that held the promise of untold knowledge and resources, but also the potential for conflict. As humanity began to spread beyond the confines of their home world, they quickly realized that the vastness of space, with its infinite stars and distant galaxies, required collaboration. The key to survival, progress, and understanding lay in the unity of minds and the shared knowledge of scientists, engineers, and scholars from every corner of the human race. The decision to create a network of space stations, each dedicated to scientific collaboration, was born not out of necessity, but out of an ideal, a belief that humanity could achieve greatness through collective effort, pushing the boundaries of knowledge and exploring the unknown together. The idea of a vast interconnected network of space stations that spanned the reaches of space was grand, even audacious. But humans were nothing if not audacious. With their unparalleled drive and ingenuity, they set to work, knowing that the road would be long and fraught with challenges. But for them, the pursuit of knowledge and the advancement of science were worth any sacrifice. The vision was clear: the space stations would not be just research outposts, but hubs of collaboration and innovation. They would be places where minds from every walk of human life, every corner of the Earth and beyond, could come together to share their expertise, their ideas, and their discoveries. These stations would be scattered throughout the solar system, each strategically placed to allow for the best possible research, whether it was studying distant stars, investigating the mysteries of deep space, or pushing the boundaries of human biology, technology, and artificial intelligence. The idea was that humanity's greatest strengths lay not just in their technology, but in their capacity for cooperation. The first few space stations were born out of necessity. In the early days of humanity's expansion into space, the stations were small, rudimentary, and isolated. They were little more than outposts, serving as platforms for further exploration. But even in those early years, the seeds of cooperation had already been sown. Scientists from various nations had already begun to collaborate, sharing resources and knowledge in ways that had once seemed impossible on Earth, where borders and rivalries often got in the way of scientific progress. But humanity had learned from its past. With the emergence of the space age, they understood that the future of human civilization, both on Earth and in space, depended on unity. They built the first large space station, a symbol of their commitment to scientific progress and peaceful cooperation. This station, named the Horizon Station, was located in a stable orbit around Earth, serving as the primary hub for international collaboration in space. It was a marvel of engineering, capable of housing thousands of scientists, engineers, and support staff, all working together to push the frontiers of science. The Horizon Station became a symbol of hope. It was a place where human knowledge was not confined by national boundaries, where every scientist, regardless of their origin, could contribute to the greater good. The station's laboratories were filled with cutting-edge equipment, some designed by humans, and some built through partnerships with alien species who had long recognized humanity's potential. These collaborations allowed for the sharing of ideas, technologies, and scientific methodologies that would have otherwise taken centuries to develop independently. But even as the Horizon Station thrived, it was clear that humanity's ambitions reached far beyond Earth. The Horizon Station was a success, but it was only the beginning. As the human race expanded further into the stars, the need for more stations, more hubs for collaboration became increasingly evident. Scientists needed places to study the far reaches of space, to examine alien technologies, to conduct experiments that could never have been done on Earth. The Horizon Station alone could not accommodate the vast array of scientific endeavors that humanity wished to pursue. So, The decision was made to create a vast network of space stations, each one designed for a specific purpose, yet all interconnected in their shared pursuit of knowledge. Each station was to be a center of scientific excellence, specializing in different aspects of research, some focused on astrophysics, some on biology, some on chemistry, and others on the study of alien cultures and technologies. What united them all was the shared goal of scientific discovery and the belief that through collaboration, humanity could solve the mysteries of the universe. To make this network a reality, humanity needed to mobilize its resources. Governments, corporations, and research institutions came together to fund and develop the necessary technologies. The sheer scale of the effort was mind-boggling, but humanity had already accomplished incredible feats in space. If they could put a man on the moon, they could build a network of interconnected space stations across the solar system and beyond. The resources required to build such a network were immense, but humanity's ingenuity and determination made it possible. Through a combination of public and private partnerships, along with the help of several allied alien species who had become close friends and allies of Earth, the first of many space stations began to take shape. The network of stations, eventually known as the Nexus of Discovery, was not simply a scientific project, it was a statement. It was a testament to humanity's ability to transcend national borders and come together for the common good. The Nexus would span across the entire solar system, with stations placed at strategic points in the asteroid belt, on the moons of Jupiter, and even in orbit around distant planets such as Neptune. These stations were not just a means of conducting experiments, they were living, breathing hubs of scientific endeavor. They were places where human knowledge would be brought to its fullest potential, where the collective intellectual power of the species could be focused on solving the greatest mysteries of the universe. Each station within the Nexus had its own unique focus. Some stations were dedicated to the study of deep space, using powerful telescopes to observe the farthest reaches of the galaxy and beyond. Others focused on the study of alien species, their technologies, and their cultures. These stations were particularly important, as humanity had encountered other intelligent species in the galaxy. The exchange of knowledge with these alien races was vital not only for scientific progress, but for fostering peaceful relationships between different species. Still other stations focused on more practical pursuits, studying the planets and moons of the solar system, mining asteroids for resources, and developing new technologies to support humanity's expansion into space. While each station had its own specific focus, they were all part of a larger network of collaboration. The scientists and researchers who worked on these stations shared data with one another, pooling their findings and working together to solve problems that no single station could tackle on its own. If a team on one station discovered something of great importance, they could share it instantly with all other stations in the network. The information was made available to everyone, regardless of their location, and the discoveries made on one station were built upon by those working on the others. Communication between the stations was facilitated by advanced artificial intelligence systems that had been developed specifically for the Nexus project. These AIs not only managed the flow of information between the stations, but also helped to coordinate the research efforts of the scientists, ensuring that their efforts were not duplicated and that the most important discoveries were prioritized. The AIs were capable of processing vast amounts of data, making sense of complex scientific results, and even suggesting new areas of research based on the information being gathered. They were not only tools for the scientists, but partners in the pursuit of knowledge. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Nexus was the diversity of the individuals who worked on the stations. The scientists came from every corner of Earth, representing a vast array of cultures, backgrounds, and disciplines. There were biologists, physicists, chemists, engineers, doctors, and astronomers. They worked side by side with their alien counterparts, learning from each other and exchanging ideas that transcended species. The collaborative atmosphere was unlike anything humanity had ever experienced before. No longer were people working in isolation, each focusing on their own narrow field of study. Now, they were part of something much larger, a collective effort to explore the universe and uncover its secrets. Over time, the Nexus grew, and more stations were added to the network. The scientific discoveries that came out of these stations were astounding. New technologies were developed that allowed humanity to travel faster and more efficiently through space. Diseases that had plagued humanity for centuries were cured thanks to the collaborative research conducted at the Nexus. And as humanity continued to expand, new frontiers were opened up, new planets, new moons, and new galaxies to explore. The impact of the Nexus of Discovery was not just felt within the scientific community. The entire human race benefited from the knowledge and technologies that emerged from the network of space stations. The advancements made in space research led to breakthroughs in medicine, energy production, environmental science, and countless other fields. The very fabric of human society was transformed by the knowledge that was shared across the Nexus. Even as humanity reached new heights, the core values of the Nexus remained unchanged. It was a place of collaboration, cooperation, and shared purpose. The network was not about competition or dominance, it was about working together to build a better future. The Nexus of Discovery became a shining example of what humanity could accomplish when they put aside their differences and worked together for the greater good. As the centuries passed, the Nexus became a permanent fixture in the human story. It was no longer just a network of space stations, it had become a symbol of humanity's unyielding pursuit of knowledge and their commitment to peace and cooperation with the universe. The network grew, expanded, and evolved, but its core mission remained the same: to advance the cause of scientific discovery, to push the boundaries of human understanding, and to forge new alliances with the alien species that shared the cosmos with humanity. And as humanity looked toward the stars, the Nexus stood as a beacon of hope, a reminder that no matter how vast the universe, no matter how challenging the unknown, humanity had the power to create something extraordinary through the simple act of collaboration.